live with commentary. So,
Gotcha.
all right, we're at 2035 Timber Drive. Today's the 15th of October, 2020. We are looking at the city sewer main. It's a pinkish smooth wall piping, which is terracotta. So we're actually in the main right now. I'm going to pull back, and we immediately transition to cast iron. You can see that kind of rough looking walls, a little darker in color. That tap rolls in on a 45-degree angle. Cool. So we're going to get right here and just locate the city tap, and that'll give that water some time to subside. Pause the video. Alright, so we're back. We located this spot at 6'8". And if you go just a little further, you can see where it rolls down in 45s into the terracotta sewer main that flows to the left. Alright, so we're going to do a pullback. A little bit of standing water here. Not bad at all. Probably about a quarter of an inch. Pipe doesn't look in perfect condition, but it's not too bad. Old cast iron line. This is home 60s?
59.
59. Do you remember where I was on footage? Was it like 82, somewhere around there?
I don't.
Yeah, so we were right at 80. So yeah. So we'll go ahead and locate at 60 foot. We'll just do a general locate, or unless we find anything else of merit to note on the camera. So that's just toilet paper right there. But due to the fact that the bottom of the sewer line isn't like a nice smooth water slide, you know, like a plastic or a PVC water slide, you're gonna get stuff like that. Pretty typical for old sewer lines to see stuff just floating. This one's holding just a little bit of water, a little bit more here. So now this is problematic. We're up to an inch worth of water, which is about a quarter of the pipe. So if you look at my camera head, when you pull it out and you actually see where the screen is on the camera, you can get a visual that we just stepped into a threshold to where now we're completely covered, right? So that's just essentially could be a sag or a belly.
And how long does that go?
Yeah, I don't know.
20 feet?
We shall see. So now we're starting to come out of it. You see that white stuff along the sides there? That's like just grease coagulation from that standing water. So grease gets into that, and then it adheres to the walls. Yeah, it floats to the top and adheres to the walls. So I think what I'm going to do, we'll go back to 60 foot. Hopefully my battery holds out. Otherwise we'll have to do 2 videos. But we'll do 60 foot here. Go ahead and do, I think we were pretty close to the beginning of that valley. No, that's about right there. So just 7 foot beyond, this is about where we step into that larger belly, or sag. So we're just going to come back to 60 foot. We'll do a general locate here, and then we'll locate either another 20 foot back or the end of that belly. So pause the video. Okay, we're 5 foot 8 inches deep at this location. This is just a general locate. That belly starts about 7 foot closer to the city sewer main. We were at 60 foot there, so we will pull back to 40 foot, or unless we see something of note. Starting to come out of that belly, and you can see the grease coagulation kind of building up on the walls. Now we're looking pretty good again. So do one more locate here. Pause the video.
That's only.
All right, Alright, this general locate, we're 3 foot 2 inches deep right here. 3 foot 2. And we're only going to be able to pull back to about 28 feet before we hit that foundation wall. So we'll do one more general locate. Pretty good so far.
Is this recording audio?
Yeah. I've definitely seen it way worse. Could stand to be clean, but I guess we're looking at possible replacement here. So I'm just going to locate right here, just a general locate. I'll pause the video one more time. Alright, general locate here is 2 foot 2 inches deep. And we're right before the sidewalk to the front entrance. And that is right at the foundation wall, which is really typical because back in the day they ran these cast iron lines through the masonry and the curtain walls and the foundation walls, and they did not sleeve them, so any movement in that foundation wall cracks the pipe and then allows for roots to get in. So it's definite confirmation of roots right there. I didn't get a visual on roots further out. I may try a second video with a larger pipe guide just to see if we see anything there, but we know there's a belly. So I'm going to suggest replacement of the whole line anyways, but we know we got to contend with this, and we know we got to contend with the belly. So we'll go ahead and just pull it back. This is, I think we are squarely inside of the crawl space at this moment. So I mean, this is acceptable cast iron piping.
Okay.
Right, you know what we're looking at here. It's still a little, you know, get a little bumps and stuff like that in it. But you get these old homes that I deal with. See this lump right here? That deposit. That's just like years and years of minerals and grime and grease, and it's made these bumps. I see cast iron lines every day with that throughout, and all up on the walls, and just crazy. You know, really.
Is that permanent?
No, it can be cleaned. It can be scraped out. So you see, and then that in and of itself is causing a pool of water, causing solids to sit. That where we just were, that entrance. Cutting past it, right here. See, my camera's even catching me. See that entrance right there? That's this fitting. So what's happening is solids are coming down. That's a toilet flange there. I think that's just the main stack, but solids are coming down and they're hitting these obstruction. That's kind of washing solids backwards up the line, and they're just sitting there, and they'll eventually go out. But that's a pretty big little bump right there, you know. So now we're in the that is the end of video, and we're going to try it with a larger head real quick just to get another visual to see if we can poke out of the water enough to see anything else.